The restriction is not just drinking and eating. The restriction is abstaining from all the sinful activities as well.
This is an exercise which teaches us that we should be doing more to serve the humanity, and not only humanity, to the all creatures.
When we go through this 1 month of vigorous training on staying away from evil and doing as much good as we can, worship and charity and all those things, then it helps us do it for the rest of the year also.
Fasting, it gives us, it puts a restriction on our life. So it shows us that, you are able to accomplish much more than you think that you can.
At the end of the day, that's the whole point of Ramadan as well, right? That struggle within yourself. And in another sense, in the society we live in, there's a lot of things that draw you towards immorality, or things that, generally Islam, frowns upon. So in that sense also, it's very difficult to, keep your fast and stay strong that way. But, honestly, it's a very good training exercise in that sense. You go out and you have to face those challenges and obstacles, and you overcome them.
It's really something that teaches self-control. And as a human being, we all have emotions and we have passions, and we make mistakes because of those passions and ego. And when we learn to control our most basic desires, which is to eat and drink, we'll learn to control other things also.
Right now, you have put your whole body, physical and mental, and yourself towards everything for the God. And definitely this will give us a spiritual uplift.
Some kids above 13 start to fast maybe twice a year, and kids below 13 sometimes do half if they really feel like it.
When you're growing up, you see elders do it, you see everyone around you do it. Coming to mosque, a few times a week, you see everyone like participating in this. And as a youth, it definitely has an influence on you, right? So you're encouraged to do it, you want to do it.
It was something I really wanted to participate in myself, because I saw all these older guys and stuff doing it. So I was actually really looking forward to doing it. So my very first fast, when that came around, it was a few years ago, I was actually quite anticipating it, but I ate as much as I could, whatever my mom told me would be better in the morning, because there's certain things that make you hungrier or thirstier throughout the day, whereas some things that help with that. So I did whatever my parents told me to, and let a few hours go by, and it was a lot harder than I was expecting it to be. But at the same time, by the time I had done the first few, it was it's something that I really enjoyed doing.
Usually people are pretty surprised. They're like, how are you able to even survive like 18 hours without a single drop of water? I just explained to them that, after you have committed and after the first couple of days, it becomes pretty easy.
They have a really big shock that how do you do it for that long? Like, you don't get thirsty and stuff. So, and then it's like, no, because you're sacrificing and God helps you. Even when you're doing your fast, God helps you.
When Eid comes, it's a time to celebrate that entire month and what you have done. So in that sense, it's a very you look forward to Eid itself. But once those days go by, a lot of people end up going back to wanting to fast because they're so used to it, and they just love the reform that it was able to bring within them. So they start doing optional fasts, which are not obligatory, but they still love it so much that they do it.
They feel closer to God, and when you have a friend, you don't want to leave that friend, right? So this is exactly the same feeling.
After the month of Ramadan, on Eid, you get closer and everyone just comes together in one house or in a hall or something, and everyone just celebrates by eating and giving gifts and spending time together.